Paid to persuade. What I do. This is the gospel for me. This is the difference between what I do and what everybody else does. And I strongly encourage you to have it be the difference between what you do and what your competitors do, okay? If you're going to sell for a living, your sales training that you use or you deploy must be fundamentally sound. And if it's not solving for objections at the outset of the conversation, you are fighting an uphill battle. Why would you wait until the end to find out the things that are going to be your pain points? Why would you not flush them out at the beginning, work through them? That's the bulk of the sale. Who would agree with me by show of hands that the difficult part of selling is overcoming the objections? I know I would. Okay? That's pretty much everybody in the room. Because it's the truth. Because otherwise, you get to do what you enjoy, which is show your product, explain your product, let people know about your product, see what their needs are. That's the fun part. Building rapport is the fun part, okay? Closing is the fun part. What's the shit part? Overcoming the objections, okay? There are non-buyers out there. They exist. We get people that come into the car dealerships that are 17. They don't qualify for financing yet. Even with a cosigner and cash down, they're a non-buyer. There are people that call you. They're not familiar with your product offering, and they think you do something completely different, and they discover what it is. It's like, yeah, this isn't for me. Sorry, I thought this was something else. It happens all the time, guys. So if you have a non-buyer, flush it out immediately. And you do it by solving for the big three, okay? Now, the 3 C's, content. Your sales training has to be fundamentally sound, and it has to solve for objections at the outset, okay? Confidence. Confidence is the most important thing in selling, okay? Who would agree, and if you don't, that's fine, but who would agree that the most effective salespeople, like this guy, who I know is a badass closer. I kind of like your hair, in case you can't tell. Guys, who would agree with me that the most effective salespeople that you have ever met in your life, the guys that go out there and they come back with the bill of sale and the credit card, and you're like, dude, those people are the most confident closers. Who would agree with that statement? Okay? Who thinks they're the smartest people? Nobody, okay? Who thinks they're the most energetic? Nobody, okay? Oh, Max, thank you. Okay, so one more time with show of hands, who believes it is the most confident closer that is the best salesperson? Okay, that's just about everybody, all right? For those of you who didn't raise your hand, I want to hear from you after what you think it is, okay? Guys, confidence is the key. Without exception, I'll prove it to you in a moment, okay? Cadence. Who knows what cadence is, okay? When the drum line starts going, the cadence of the beat, okay? It's rhythm. As I use it, it's practice. It's consistency. It's doing the same thing. It's role playing. It's taking your training modules. It's avoiding the salesperson bell curve, one of the most evil things in trying to make money. You get trained, you get good, you get confident, you close deals, you get awesome, you get arrogant, you get cocky, you forget shit, you start to half-ass it, and you crash. Right? Okay? I call it the salesperson's bell curve. All those chuckles tell me that you guys can agree with that, okay? It's what happens, guys. I've done it. Several times in my career, okay? It was kind of like what I was known for when I was selling cars. Don't hire Luke Lunkenheimer. Well, you can hire him for like 3 months. He'll come in, he'll sell 60 cars for about 3 months, and then he'll go get high in the closet and disappear for 3 days, okay? That's just kind of what I was known for. That's changed a little bit, okay? Cadence, guys. Every sales training that's for sale out there, mic drop one-liners, Instagram reels. Hey, man, you need your wife. Well, isn't anything we're doing tomorrow we're doing today, dog? Where's your six-pack, right? Guys, that's like, it's great. It's entertaining. It's fun to watch, okay? They're making lots of money, but they're doing it by entertaining people. They're doing it by getting people to engage because they're sold on a bill of goods. They're not doing it by improving lives, okay? If you hire a sales trainer and that person does not require you to meet back with them or someone on their team on a semi-monthly minimum, optimally a weekly basis, there's no way that they're going to help you reach your potential. It's friggin' possible. Why? The bell curve. Accountability. Salespeople are volatile people, okay? They get in, they get fired up, they get sidetracked. Great salespeople have ADD. Great salespeople have drug problems. Great salespeople have emotional issues. I check every goddamn box, okay? Most good salespeople do, all right? Because it requires a special kind of human being to be a strong salesperson, okay? You gotta lock them down. You gotta have somebody in their face. Dude, did you do your modules? Dude, did you role play? Dude, did you do the sections that we talked about? Dude, did you work on addressing buying power? You missed on the last one. You gotta be with them all the time. As far as I know, to this juncture, I have never seen another company that guarantees results. At actual, measurable, quantifiable, monetary results. We guarantee 20% increase in commissionable sales. Guarantee. It far cost justifies what we do. This is not a sales pitch. I'm telling you how we're able to offer that guarantee. Because if you train with Paid to Persuade, you are with me at least once a week, at least 3 times a month. I require it in order for you to get your money back guarantee. We have yet to have anybody exercise it. Why? Because they're all crushing it. Why? Because they have accountability. They have a cadence of practice. Imagine this, guys. Really stop and think of the logic here. NFL football team. 2 teams. One goes to training camp, learns the playbook, and they say, all right, dude, go play. And they go play in every game, and they try to make the Super Bowl. The other team goes to training camp and then shows up to practice every day for the rest of the season and plays in the games. We think those teams are both going to do the same? Obviously not. Why would we think our sales career is any different?